Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the Bachmann ALC42 charger in the new Phase 7 scheme, Amtrak's newest scheme out on the rails right now. Let's see what you get in the box. We've reviewed this before, so this is just going to be a brief touch on these. We'll go over a couple of things and we'll run them and we'll see what's coming up right now. Alright, unboxing, pretty simple. There's a couple latches up top for the blister packaging. Those drop the sides down, a clamp, and the locomotive is free and clear of the blister packaging. In the bottom, kind of tucked behind, all of the paperwork, and in the paperwork you have a quick start guide, exploded parts diagram. This is equipped with TCS WowSound, so there's some functions about that listed as well in the diagram, and then you can order a Bachmann catalog still for $13. But that Phase 7 is really beautiful in the ALC42 charger that we've already gone over. I'll just pick out a few features. You've got the air conditioner on the roof, number boards that are lit, windshield wipers. There's both headlights and marker lights on the front. Bachmann EasyMate 2 coupler with magnetic glad hand. Got your side mirrors, crew access ladder, and the door on the side. The horn is tucked up top. I'll show you the top detail here in a bit. You've got the walkway and clear access area for the equipment, which illuminates. You even have little slotted wheels there with the little holes in the wheels that help with traction and stopping. As we move to the back, you can see the rear lights, rear marker lights, Amtrak logo. There's a window, more crew access ladders, accessory hoses, and MU receptacles there on the back as well, along with separately applied metal grab irons running across both sides of the back. You can see better from this angle. Also separately applied stirrups, it looks like there. I'll remove one of these so you can see the other side a little better, but more of the same on that side. A quick look at the roof and you'll see the cab air conditioner, horn, the fan grills, and you can see the fans in there as well, and a lot of other detail on the roof. So the locomotive weighs in at 17.4 ounces, just like the previous run. So over a pound, and these are pretty good bricks, but you won't need to really pull a whole lot with them. So we're not going to do the pull test again. We will go ahead and power on the track so you can hear startup. So in regular sound mode, you've got the headlight on F0, as you can see there. You see the illuminated side there on, that's always on really. F1 is bell. F2's horn. F3 short horn. And as you see, the lights flash, the ditch lights flash as that happens with the horn, and the same thing with the bell. They'll eventually stop there. F4 is the whoosh of the run by. May have to be when it's moving. Yep, there you have it. It's kind of like going by. 5 is train brake. 6 is prime mover ignition, which I think the prime mover is already on, so just shut it down maybe. Yeah, so 6 is just kind of the startup sequence essentially when you power track on again. So that's the ignition you're hearing there. 7 dims the headlight under Rule 17. So you can see there it's getting dimmer. 8, 1 time will mute it, 2 times rotates to light mode. And hitting 8 4 times in a row enters audio assist. Audio assist helps you change functions and sounds. Frankly, I don't like going into that because I can change stuff and it's just something that you really got to pay attention to while you're doing. We'll skip up to F20, which is a grade crossing sequence. So you've got functions all the way up to 21, 22, all the way up to 28, really. Even station sounds on 27.
Now arriving on track 1, southbound train number 151. Please stand behind the yellow safety line as the train approaches the platform. Only ticketed passengers will be allowed to board the train.
So there's an example of the arriving, and then there's departing on F26.
Now departing on track 2, northbound train number 180. All passengers should have their tickets, baggage, and identification ready at this time. Have a pleasant day and a safe trip. All aboard!
And I really like TCS WowSound because a lot of people have station sounds and background sounds, but they're not nearly as clear as this. This is very clear. Obviously, it's a little louder than a scale or whatever, but, you know, I enjoy it. I like clear and legible versus barely able to hear something. So that's a lot of the functions. You've got forward quill on 21. We'll cover that real quick. And 22's reverse quill. All that is the railroad standard 2 horn blast to go forward, 3 to go back. So that's what that is, but you don't have to remember it. You just have a function dedicated to it. Smoothness of operation still there. Gonna roll straight into that. As you can see, this thing moving along at 1 speed step. A little bit of jerkiness, but not much. We'll set this AccuTrack 2 speedometer down just to check if that's changed any. 1 is deathly slow though, so we're going to go up to 2. And usually we can just split that in half. I think even at 2 you're probably sitting at less than 1 scale mile an hour, which is really, really good. And although there is a tiny bit of lurch on 1, there's not a whole lot on 2. So as you can see, the locomotive still in the process of making it to the other sensor to do time, or to do the scale miles an hour. Now you see this little thing down here by kilometers per hour. That doesn't mean it's kilometers per hour. It is set to miles per hour. So 0.6 at 2 out of 128 on my NCE Pro Cab is really, really impressive slow speed control. So you can see it's pretty smooth in reverse and in forward. I do notice a little bit of surging on that light there. I think at slow speeds, as you speed up, it kind of stops doing that. But that side light does kind of flicker a little bit at really, really slow speeds. And that is the kind of walkway equipment light, so people can access the prime mover and cabinetry inside. There's the reverse light there. and the marker lights on the opposite end illuminate when you go. So the front marker lights illuminate when you're in reverse, and the rear marker lights illuminate when you're going forward. Well, that's going to wrap up our look at the Bachmann ALC42 chargers in this new Amtrak Phase 7 scheme. I think they have great durability mixed with detail, so a perfect level where these things aren't going to have pieces breaking off everywhere. With two of them, both came out of the box without any issues with pieces or broken parts, and the locomotives run smoothly once you get up to speed. The only con I can really find is a little bit of flicker on that side crew access light right here at really slow speeds. Other than that, really good durable locomotive, great weight. It's going to be able to pull whatever you need in the passenger fleet, and it's great to have Phase 7 that's just now hitting the rails recently modeled on your layout. So with that said, I think it's also got great lighting features, and it's a really good Grand Slam from Bachmann, all out again in this Phase 7. So we're going to leave you with a run-by of these and the brand new Bachmann Venture cars, the passenger coaches that you often see these run with. Amtrak swapping out a lot of their stuff for new equipment, and you can see it here on the run-by. We'll see you next time right here on the channel. Take care.
Many of the products you see in this video are available at trainworld.com. Since 1968, this family-owned business has been serving the needs of the modeling community with 2 New York brick-and-mortar store locations in Brooklyn and Long Island, plus their vast array of online items. Shop 24/7 at trainworld.com.